Hi, I'm Alistair and today I'm reviewing the Samsung Galaxy S4 Zoom. Now, the Zoom is actually technically part of the S4 family, but looks a lot more like the Galaxy camera than any smartphone we've seen. This is largely due to the addition of a massive optical zoom lens, which you can see right here on the back. This means that the phone is pretty chunky, despite being smaller than the S4. Measuring in at 126 by 64 by 15.4mm, it is a pretty chunky device. It's also very heavy, even compared to things like the Nokia Lumia 920 and 925, which is current competition in the top-end camera market, weighing in at a hefty 208 grams. Now, that said, the actual camera component is very nice during our test. And as you can see, it's a full optical zoom, which means it actually does zoom out when you activate the camera app. This means that when you're zooming in, rather than digital zoom, which automatically crops the image that the sensor is actually detecting, it has a physical component which goes in and out as you tweak it. It's also got a very nice 16 megapixel sensor, which during our tests we found performed very well in irregular and low lighting conditions, though it wasn't quite on a par as the 925s when it was shooting in very low light. That said, this is easily solved at close range thanks to this nice LED flash component, which you can see just here. It's actually one of the main reasons it has such a massive bump at its bottom. Additionally, Samsung's tweaked Android software to make it so the camera app is much more robust, offering users professional level features. Like the Nokia 808 PureView and 1020, it actually has professional expert mode, which gives you full control over the camera settings, letting you adjust things like the ISO, color balance, lighting, and even shutter speed, meaning that those that want to can change it to shoot it in any way they like. It also has a smart mode, which offers you various presets for things like low light, close-up conditions, and any other shot modes. For those that really do just want to point and click, it also has a full auto mode, which takes care of all your settings. Though, to be honest, we found that using the Smart and Expert does make better results, and we'd really recommend using it if you know how. Sadly, the phone itself isn't actually that nice for actually making calls. As you can see, it's fairly hefty and chunky in hand, and isn't really that comfortable to put to your head. It's also got some fairly middling components compared to other phones in the S4 family, being more like the S4 Mini than the dedicated S4. Because of this, it runs on a 1.2 GHz dual-core processor, which means it does feel significantly slower than other S4 variants. However, it does have Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean. Because of this, it runs on a 1.2 GHz dual-core processor, which means it does feel significantly slower than other S4 variants. However, it does have Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean, which means it's one off the latest 4.3 version, and Samsung's promised it's going to upgrade soon, though its ability to shine is hampered by the fact that, again, Samsung's overlaid its Touchwiz software, meaning that even seasoned Android veterans may struggle to find certain menus and settings using the phone. And the other key setback is the fact that it only has 8 GB of internal storage, only 5 GB of which is usable. Though luckily you can upgrade this using the microSD card slot, it does ramp up the phone's £380 SIM-free cost. Another corner cut is the device's screen. The Zoom has a 4.3-inch 540 by 960 256 pixel per inch display, which, while usable and having nice colours, isn't quite as crisp as other phones, even in the same price market. For this reason, while we really think the Zoom has a great camera, we can't recommend it to most general users because the actual phone functionality is inferior to other phones in the price range. That said, if you want a great camera in your pocket at all times, it is fairly decent. I'm Alistair Stevenson, thanks for watching.